If you own a Samsung watch and you're mainly using it for checking the time, receiving notifications, and maybe counting your steps, then you're missing out on a huge part of what it can actually do. Because the Samsung watch is constantly capable of collecting useful health and fitness data, and Samsung Health is where all that information starts to make sense. And now, Samsung Health has received a major design update together with new features like Heart Health, Vital, Fitness Index, and Daily Cardio Load. So today, we're going to be going through the new Samsung Health experience and some of the features you should actually start using. So welcome back to the Do It Right Tech channel, where I take you through everything tech and help you get the most out of your Samsung phone. And before we start, I'm working on a new series where you give me the problems and I try to build a solution for it. Maybe there's something specifically you want your Samsung phone to be able to do. Maybe you need a routine to resolve a particular problem, or there's something on your phone that is simply not working the way it should. Drop your real life Samsung problem in the comment section with the hashtag Let's Build, and I'll be picking them up one by one, at least 5 of them in a video, and bringing out the solution. But in today's video, we're talking about Samsung Health. So without wasting much time, don't forget to hit the like, smash the subscribe button to come back for more, and hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss out on any video that I post. On that note, let's go. Now, before looking at what has changed, I think it's important to understand what Samsung Health actually does. A lot of us buy the Samsung watch and use it for basic things like checking the time, reading notifications, tracking your steps, and maybe occasionally starting workouts. But when you're wearing a comfortable Samsung Galaxy watch, that watch can collect more information about your daily activities, your workouts, your sleep, and other supported health measurements. And the Samsung Health is essentially where all these informations come together. So instead of looking at individual numbers scattered everywhere, Samsung Health organizes them so you can actually understand what your activity and health data are actually telling you. And with the latest design, Samsung is making the information more easier to find. So let's go inside. So once we go inside the Samsung Health application, the first thing we notice is Samsung Health doesn't look the same anymore. Samsung has redesigned this interface to fit better with the latest One UI design language. And if you've been using the One UI 8.5, you recognize immediately that that is actually happening. We are seeing similar design choices around this floating menu at the bottom here, as you would see inside places like your gallery, also there, in your settings, right there, even in your finder, right there. And now the Samsung Health follows the same direction. So cleaner spaces, as you see, large cards alternating on the screen, more rounded elements all over. And most importantly, this new floating navigation bar at the bottom. This navigation bar at the bottom is important because it gives us 4 main menus, as you can see here at the base. The home, the together, fitness, and this quick add feature that has been added brand new. Let's look at the first one, which is the home. So home here is where most of the Samsung Health informations live. But Samsung has made navigating this page easier than before, because now you have them in categories and you can find the category bar right up here. Here we've got the overview, we've got the activities, we've got sleep, we've got vitals, we've got mindfulness, and we've got nutrition. Unlike the previous one where everything was kind of put together on the same page and you had to scroll through quite much before you reach where you want to reach or find what you want to find. So now, instead of endless scrolling through one massive health page, you can jump directly where it is that you want. So let's quickly go through each one of them. The first one we're looking at is overview. Overview is exactly what its name suggests. It's essentially your health dashboard, as you can see here. It pulls information from all these ones that exist here and puts them all inside here. And the fun part is you get to choose what it is that you want to put here. So you can come down here, tap on edit home, and you're able to edit these ones the way you want it. So if you didn't want this way, or if you wanted to delete this, you could just tap on that and delete it or remove it like that, and it's gone. If you wanted to bring new ones, you could just tap on the plus icon right there and you're able to bring the vitals page back, and you choose which format you want to bring them in. So once you're done, you can always go back. And the great thing about this phase is you could also hold down and immediately get the option to remove or to shrink that into a square-like feature like this, or hold down on it that way and then immediately get it back into the enlarged format. Now, once we are here, you can see in my case, I've actually arranged these that you see at the top. These are interestingly new ones that have been brought in. We have the heart health, vital, fitness index, daily cardio load, energy score, but we're going to be talking about them more in depth later on. Next, we're going to be looking at activity. So once you're here in activity, now focuses on your movement. This is where you can find information relating to your steps, daily activities, your exercises, activity time, cardio bends, and other movement related information. So if you're interested in those simple, how active have I actually been today, this is where you find it. So you can see right here the activity in code ring, which is not actually the ring, it's like a heart. Like we can see, it tracks your steps, the time, the calories, activity, and few more data on your activity across weeks and across days. And even in this section, you're able to find content related to those over there, but we'll go more into those videos. Next year, we've got sleep. This is where having a compatible Samsung watch becomes much more useful. You can manually enter your sleep information every single day here, but if you're wearing your watch while sleeping, then your Samsung Health can collect the supported data directly from there. And here you can look at things like sleep duration, sleep stages, and sleep score, your sleeping habits. And depending on your device, the region, or the setup, Samsung will provide you with additional sleep-related health features. So if you're somebody who takes off your Samsung watch every single night, you may be missing out on important facts. Next, we're going to be looking here at vitals. So here, it brings together all health measurements so you don't necessarily have to be looking everywhere for them. And again, for the vitals, we're actually going to talk more about it later on in the video. Then the next one we're going to see here is mindfulness. So this section is less about how far you've walked or how much steps you've taken, but more about how you feel. Here you will find things relating to stress, mood, breathing, meditation, like you can see right there under mindfulness. You can check your mood, you can check exercises, breathing exercises, and meditation all inside here to kind of calm you down throughout the day. Sometimes if you're stressed, it can affect your mood, and all those things can be seen in this space. So this here might be the Samsung Health tab that you actually need. Then finally, we come here into nutrition. This brings food-related tracking together. You can record what you've eaten, track your calories, record water intake, and monitor as supported nutritional information. So Samsung Health isn't only asking how did you move, it's also helping you in this case to track what it is that you put into your body. So we've just covered everything about home. Now we're going to be looking at together. And this is basically where Samsung makes health and fitness a little more social, because staying consistent by yourself isn't the easiest thing to do. So what does it do? It allows you to actually go through some challenges. So you go in here and you can participate in challenges with other people or connected friends and use little competition to motivate yourself. So instead of saying, I'm going to hit my steps today, now you and someone else can have a challenge around it. And sometimes this tiny bit of competition is exactly what will keep you moving. Now, it's not just coming into this space, but you could actually create your own challenge and then invite your friends to join. So if it's walking, I can do that. If it's an individual thing, fine. If you want to do it with a team, you can select the team and then select everything about the challenge, create it, and invite them to join. So in this case, I'm just going to create this. And once I'm done creating this, I can share the link to my friends or add them here like this, or add them from right here like that and hit invite, and the invite will be sent to them. When they accept it, we're actually going to have that team challenge to go through. All right. So basically, this is a very important part that should be able to help you reach your goals. So next, we're going to be looking at fitness. This is where Samsung brings together guided fitness content. Like I said, we're going to talk a bit more about it. So here you find different workouts, exercise programs, coaching content, and videos that can guide you through different types of training. So you can see here, we've got what's new. You can go under what's new and you're going to see several things, stretchings, advices on not skipping gym, and so many things. If you haven't tried things like Pilates before, you could always come here. You're thinking of kettlebells, you can try those. There are several. It says your home, your gym, train like a pro, so you can get more information also here, basically coaching you through a healthy habit or healthy lifestyle. Once we're done with this, we come to my very favorite part, which is the quick add. And I really like what Samsung has done here, because there are certain things that your watch or phone isn't necessarily going to know automatically, like some of these things. Your phone doesn't magically know exactly what you ate, and it doesn't necessarily know how much water you've drank. And there may be other measurements that you have taken separately and want to record. So previously, that could mean that you needed to find the exact section within where all sleeps are and then record your sleep, exact section where workouts are and record your workouts. But that has changed, because now once we hit and we come in here, we're able to just tap on sleep and then immediately input the sleep data. So here's for collecting those data. So if you come here, if it's my mood, it's going to be asking me directly what the mood is. If it's workouts, it's going to just present me with the workouts. It's not going to be giving me information before I put in that. If it's that, my weight, it can be put directly in here. But this is not, again, the shocking part. The great part is, because Bixby is integrated into the Samsung ecosystem, you can now just use your voice command for supported Samsung Health actions instead of manually navigating to this page and even inputting it here. So rather than opening the Samsung application and going to the quick add and coming here, you could just use your voice to log in. For example, hi Bixby, I just had a bottle of water. So immediately it's going to put in that. Check this out. Hi Bixby, I just weighed myself at 89 kg.
I've logged your weight.
So immediately that gets entered. A final one. Hi Bixby, I just had a burger with fries.
Please select the food item in the app.
So immediately he's going to open this space. Because I said fries and burgers, he's going to go to that very section and allow me to select that. And immediately he's going to input it inside on my behalf. So it's been made way simpler. Like I had mentioned before, there are a few new features that have come. And the first one we're going to be looking at is the heart health. Now, instead of having your heart-related information scattered across different areas of your Samsung phone, Samsung is now working on this interface where everything is brought together. The idea is to help you get a clean understanding of your cardiovascular health and trends using information collected from your supported devices like your Samsung Watch. And this is where Samsung Watch becomes more important than something that's just placed on your wrist for notifications. Depending on your compatible watch, software, region, or available features, Samsung Health can now use supported measurements to build a picture of what exactly is happening over time. But the unfortunate thing is, if we look at the top here, we can see that with most of the features I'm about to talk about, it's written that to use this feature, you need your Samsung Watch Ultra, Samsung Watch 7 or higher, with One UI 9 watch or higher. So this has actually been done in advance to support a yet to exist One UI 9. Then after that, we can come here into Vitals, which greets us with this page. So think of Vitals as Samsung trying to move away from making you interpret your individual measurements completely on your own. So instead, the supported health measurements can be brought together to help you get an overall information or picture about them all together. Because one measurement by itself doesn't always tell the whole story. And that's the direction Samsung is going through when it comes to this very page of Vitals. Then we move out of here and we come here into Fitness Index. Like you can see at the top, it has something to do with body composition, cardio, endurance, flexibility, and strength. Because counting steps doesn't necessarily tell you how fit you are, you could hit your step goals every single day and still have other areas of your fitness that you need to work on. Now, that's where the fitness index comes in, because it looks more at the broader picture of your fitness by considering areas like I mentioned: your strength, your body composition, cardio, endurance, and flexibility. The idea is to bring those different aspects together so you understand your whole overall fitness level and track how it changes together. And that's far more important than simply being told, congratulations, you walked 10,000 steps, because you're actually looking for fitness as the bigger picture. So the next one here is going to be daily cardio load. This is essentially about understanding how much cardiovascular training load you're putting on your body. And that's useful because more exercise isn't automatically better exercise. Some days you may be pushing yourself significantly harder, and other days you may need more activity. And there will be a day where recovery makes more sense. Daily cardio load is designed to help put your cardiovascular activities into context so that you better understand your training levels rather than simply counting how many workouts you have completed. In fact, Samsung describes this nicely with a certain statement they wrote. That is, find your daily training sweet point. And I think that summarizes the whole idea here. Now, the final one here is energy score. And I love this part the most. So this isn't necessarily a brand new feature like the other ones we just spoke about, but it's still one of the features I think Samsung Galaxy Watch users should pay attention to. Because energy score tries to answer the very simple question: how ready is your body for today? So instead of looking at one measurement, Samsung uses multiple supported metrics related to areas such as your sleep. So it's important you have your watch on to actually benefit from this, and the activities to provide an energy score. If you're only putting on your watch when you wake up, then you are removing a huge chunk of the information that can help make this space more reasonable. So what is it doing? It's actually going to just be calculating how much total energy you have regained after rest and how much you have to actually perform the daily exercise or activities that you're about to do. Personally, I'm still spending more time with some of these new features myself, but I think this direction is more interesting than simply counting steps and calories. And there we have it. So that's the new Samsung Health experience and almost everything you need to know about your Samsung Health application. And I think the biggest takeaway isn't simply that Samsung gives the application a nicer design. It's what Samsung is trying to do with all this information your Galaxy devices are already capable of collecting. In this video, we have actually looked at dedicated categories, the together menu option, fitness, quick start, and features like heart health, vitals, fitness index, daily cardio load, and energy score, bringing more information together. So if you own a Samsung Watch now, and you're mostly using it for notifications, checking your time, and counting steps, it might be time for you to actually start opening the Samsung Health and seeing exactly what you're missing out on. And before you leave, kindly remember the series that I mentioned in the beginning. I want your real Samsung problems, not simply make a video about routines. No, please. Give me the actual scenario, something like this. I want this application to automatically open when I connect my device, but only when I am at work. That's an example. Or I want my phone to automatically do this whenever this happens. Something like that. Then give me that problem and I'll figure out how to make your Samsung phone do the work using good luck routines, Bixby, or other features. And even if it's an application that is needed for that, I'll make it available. I will be picking about 5 of them each time and then making a video. And whenever I've made a video, I'll look for you in the comment section and message you the link so that you are able to see that your question has been answered in the video format. And while you're down there, kindly tell me which one of these Samsung features are most interesting that you think you're going to try. And if you found this helpful, please don't forget to hit the like, smash the subscribe button to come back for more, and hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss out on any video that I post. On that note, I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.